Friends, here our concept is working with variables. See, variables plays an important role in any programming or scripting language. Basically, variables are used to store data or a value. Suppose I'm having a value or data called number 2 and I want to store that into a variable called x. Then how you can define or declare a variable? Simply x equals to 2. So here if I write x equals to 2, the meaning for that is we are assigning number 2 to a variable called x, or we are storing the data 2 into a variable called x. And while declaring in this way x equals to 2, please don't provide any space on either side of equal symbol. If you provide, then bash doesn't allow that. Let me show you that on your command line. Suppose if I write x equals to 2, then it's fine. Your shell will accept that. But if I write x space equals to 2 or x equals to space 2 or x space equals to space 2, then these three are not a valid declarations for your variable. Simply you have to write x equals to 2 without any spaces. That is the valid one. That's fine. So once if you define your variable, then how you can display the value of your variable? Simply using echo $x or echo quotations with $x. Generally we will use, in my case, most of the cases I will use with quotations only. Actually that is the best practice. And in some cases you have to use to display your variable value or to substitute your variable value somewhere in your expression, you have to use curly braces of x. But always you can use curly braces of x. But in some cases you can skip that. But in some cases you have to use curly braces. Right? So we will see that when situation comes. At that time you can understand. As of now, simply we define x equals to 2. Now I want to display the value of x. But I will use always with quotations. That is the better practice and best practice. And please do follow this one. Sorry. $x. And of course you can also use curly braces, no problem. That's it. Fine. Now, not only number 2, you can also store some float point into a variable called y. Any variable you can take. And you can take some string. You can store some string into a variable. And whenever if your string is having a space, at that time you have to use quotations for your data to assign your data into a variable. Basically you can use quotations for all variables like x equals to in quotations 2, y equals to in quotations 5.6, m equals to in quotations shell. But quotations are required for your data whenever if your data is having a space. Otherwise no need to use quotations for your data to assign your data into a variable. Let me show you that. Suppose I'm having a variable called m and I am storing a shell into a variable m. Then I can write m equals to shell. That's fine. And I can see the data of your m. Yes, I'm getting. But suppose I'm having a shell scripting as my data. And if you observe that data is having some spaces, at that time you have to use quotations. Otherwise it will give an error. Now see that if I use quotations, then it's fine. Now see echo $p. That's it. So be clear, whenever if your data is having some spaces, then please follow quotations to assign your data to a variable. And next thing, suppose if you want to assign command output into a variable, be clear, command output into a variable. See, already we have seen how to store the command output into a file, some demo.txt. And if you see the content of demo.txt, you are getting the list of files or directories which are there in the current location, because we redirected ls output into a file. And whenever if you redirect or whenever if you create a file, that will store in your hard disk on your file system. But variables are not storing on your file systems or on your hard disk. They are storing while executing your code or while running your terminal. The data will store in your RAM memory. Be clear. Fine. Now my requirement is if I run any command, This command output I want to store into a variable. Be clear, not into a file. If it is into a file, you can use redirection symbol, greater than symbol. Now I am taking suppose d, date variable equals to dollar parenthesis date. That's it. Now see the data in your d, date output. So this is the command, it is executing and that result is storing into a variable called d. That's it. Right? Fine. And finally, whenever if you are declaring a variable, at that time you no need to mention what type of data you are storing into a variable. See, suppose if you go with C, and in C language, suppose if you are assigning x equals to 2, then before assigning you have to say that int x, means I am storing number 2 into a variable called x. That too integer number I am storing into x. But in shell scripting, you no need to declare any data type. And default data or value of a variable is an empty. Suppose I am displaying $x. Just now we defined $x value. That's the reason we are getting x value. But if I write suppose $a, nowhere we define a variable value, and if I try to display that, you are getting an empty. That means default variable value. If you don't assign any value to a variable, then the variable value is always an empty. And see that nowhere we define this variable, user variable. But if I try to display that, you are getting some data. Just now I told that default data or value of a variable is an empty. And we proved that with the variable called a. But if I do this one, you are getting output as automation. Nowhere we define this variable, then how it is giving? The reason is, basically in our Unix world, there are two types of variables. They are system defined variables and user defined variables. User defined variables means just now we defined something like x, y, m, p, something like that, right? They are, the variables which are defined by us. But system defined variables are nothing but, first thing, let me show you what are the system defined variable. To know system defined variable, you can run a command called env on your command line and see the result. So these all are system defined variables. So once if you open a terminal, by default your system will create some variables. Those are nothing but system defined variables. Suppose if I display $, you are not getting any output because Narendra is not a system defined variable, or nowhere we define that variable. But if I display user or suppose UID, then you are getting some value. Let me run home. So because these are system defined variable. Other than that variables, if you select any other variable name which is not defined, then you will get an empty value. Be clear on that. So at any time if you want to see the system defined variable, simply you can run env variable. That's fine. Now the last concept is rules to define a variable names. Suppose as of now we have taken variable names as x, y, some p, some m, something like that, right? But before going to select variable names, you have to follow some rules. They are, the very first one is, the name of a variable can only contain alphabets, maybe capital or small, and numbers 0 to 9, and then underscore. Other than these three group combinations, don't take any other variable. You have to take always your variable name from these characters, maybe alphabets or numbers or maybe underscore, maybe combination also. But don't start with a letter, don't start with a number. Suppose, so what I am saying is, I can write y equals to 3, but don't write 1y equals to 3, any number, or y1 you can define. So simply your variable name can only start with a letter or underscore. Please don't start with a number, because that is the rule. Then finally, don't include a space in a variable name. Suppose I want to define a variable called my name. Then generally I can write my name equals suppose Narendra. Then it is not allowed because I have given a space. But wherever space is there, that space you can replace with underscore because underscore is allowed, no? That's why you can take underscore. That's it. Now I can display my name, right? So guys, while taking your variable name should contain only alphabets or numbers and underscore. And don't start your variable name with a letter with a number, but you can start with underscore or your alphabets, maybe capital or small. And don't include any space in your variable name. And one more thing, variables are case sensitive. Suppose if I write x equals to some number and capital X equals to some other number, then they are different. Echo $x is different, echo capital X is different. That's it. Fine. Now let me write a very simple script, variables.sh. So I know that on my host, the shebang line, I mean my shell location is this one. Now let me define some variables. I am defining suppose x equals some 56, y equals to some 78.9. Then let me take my name, I am taking shell scripting. So guys, why I am using quotations for your string? Because your string is having some space. That's the reason I am assigning this output with quotations for my variable. And if you observe here, your variable name may have any number of letters, but the condition is it should have only alphabets, underscore and number. Of course, I am not taking a variable name including a number. You can take, suppose I am taking x2 equals to I am taking some 67. That's it. Now I am displaying the values, echo $x, echo $x2, echo $my name, echo, yeah, you are having one more variable called y, right? Let me define that here, echo $y. That's it. Now let me save this and let me provide the execution permissions for this. And see the code first. Now let me run that and see the result. Yeah, I missed the quotations here. I started the, echo quotations my variable name, then I missed to close that quotations. That's the reason you are getting an error. Let me open. Now let me run that and see the result. It's working perfectly. And one more thing, you know that whenever if you run your shell script, it will run from top to down, one by one, line by line. The first line always it will tell to your operating system, that is, please use this shell to execute the remaining lines which are there in your shell script. Fine. So the very first line, because of this we are assigning in data to x. There is no output from this, just simply assigning a data. Even here also we are assigning, here also we are assigning some data to variable, here also we are assigning, here empty line. You can include any number of empty lines in your shell script, there is no problem. Fine. Now here I am displaying the value of x with $. Same way I am following for remaining variables. See, instead of directly displaying your variable data of your variable, you can also write some message. Suppose I want to display like x equals to, then y equals to, or x2 equals to. Be clear. Without $, it won't display the value. It will display as it is. Now let me save this and see the code first. Now let me run that and see the observe the output. X equals to 56 you are getting, because generally echo command will display the message. Yes, x equals to message, but $x is a variable value. That's why in place of $x you are getting a value. Likewise for remaining variables. That's it. Okay guys, thank you. If you have any queries, please post your query.